Coach Elix and Steven the
house.
Medium here. Where is everybody? Where is everybody? How are you guys? It is Wednesday, right before the show through the static. So, where is everybody? So we can get this going. Hey, Heidi's in the house.
Hey, Heidi.
Hey, Anna Treese, how are you? Did you hear that? I sounded like I was going through puberty. How are you? Hey, Sheila, how are you guys? It's really exciting to be back. David, how are you? It's good to see you. And Betty, can I just tell you something? Marissa, how are you? What he just said? Right before I went on live.
Want me to say
hey,
it.
Gigi!
Gigi's in the house.
Yeah, he just said to me, you've got to cut your eyebrows, and then referenced me as Bert from Ernie and Bert. So I said to him...
Well, that's because he has the puppet, so I know what the puppet looks like, and it's got bushy eyebrows.
I do not have bushy eyebrows. Again, you know.
I didn't bring this up. You did.
Hey, Denise.
Hi, Denise.
I want everyone to know how mean he is to me.
Not at all.
Now I have Ernie and Bert's eyebrows. I mean, you know, and the puppet I do have from the 70s, like Ernie and Bert, his like eyebrows are like out here. They're like...
Well...
You want to hear a funny story before I start doing
Hygiene.
some spirit connections here before I start the show? But want to hear something really funny? When we lived in our previous house, right, when our first house that we bought, I came home one day and we had a woman who would come in like every 3 weeks or so to clean. She was from Brazil. I don't remember her name. In any case, I walk into our spare room. I see all my puppets. Do you remember this? I see all my puppets displayed, and Bert doesn't have the eyebrow. Now, his eyebrow, this is just as insulting, it's one eyebrow, right, on the puppet. And then eventually, you know, very quickly when that puppet came out, because I used to do puppet shows when I was a kid, like in the mid-70s or late 70s when the puppets started coming out, they quickly switched Bert, and because that eyebrow was coming off, and I guess a kid choked on it, and they changed Bert to be just like plastic. It was all just black plastic, but I have the original, right? So I walk into the room, and I look at Ernie, I look at Bert, and all my other ones, right? The Sesame Street puppets, I think I have 6 or 7 of them.
Is the story gonna end soon? Oh my God.
And there's no eyebrow. Bert is bald. He lost his hair overnight. He just lost it. So I wasn't sure to get Rogaine. I didn't know what the hell to do. I took a fit.
And he did.
I called the woman who cleaned the house, and she had already left, and she answered. Now, she had this very strong Portuguese accent, being from Brazil. So I'm trying to understand what she's saying. I'm like, the eyebrow. Where's Bert's eyebrow? She has no idea what the hell I'm talking about. And so I got nowhere with her. I was so upset. So I went to the garbage, ripped the vacuum cleaner bag open, and found his eyebrow.
Needless to say, she didn't last too long. She was gone shortly after that. But a few weeks after that, I'm not kidding you, this is the truth. She showed up, and her eyebrows looked different, and she penciled her eyebrows, and it was like she took Bernie. Was it Bert or Bernie?
Bert's eyebrows,
yeah. And used that, and she looked ridiculous.
That's not part of the story. This one's nuts.
I'm telling you, that was what happened.
So, needless to say, she was very quickly, she was let go. You can't expect that you're going to play around with my puppets, not realize that you just knocked off, and I don't know how it happened, because Bert's eyebrow was like glued on there. But the important thing is I found it, and I glued it back on, and next time, I think this is so sad, but I think I've brought the puppets on this show. I am going to, I'll have to bring Bert in. I'll have to that's what I'll do. I'll put a picture of, and you know what? It was Ernie's birthday yesterday. I don't know if you guys, did anyone see that? Anyone see that it was Ernie's birthday?
Jessica, you're right. Absolutely right.
What?
That you were trying to tell her to fix her eyebrows.
I never noticed her eyebrows. All I noticed was
when
that
she came back,
Bert did not have an eyebrow. He had no eyebrows, and that wasn't fine with me. So just one of my Steven stories, right? And Elix is correct. Much after that, I got rid of her because I just thought, if you can't take care of Bert's eyebrows, I mean,
You know how many people have come and gone? That's a story in and of itself. So let's just not go there. But she's one of many. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, exactly. One I was never really fond of, and she called one day and said that she said she couldn't make it. I'm like, what do you mean you can't make it? Why didn't you call? It's like an hour before you're coming. So, all right, well, I'll come, but I'll bring my husband so he can help to finish it. I'm like, I don't care who you bring. So then she calls me back like 2 minutes later and says, oh, by the way, could you put the central AC on because it is really hot out? Now, this woman has been cleaning our house for a long time, knows damn well that there's no central AC in our previous house. Back then, we ended up getting it. So I didn't like that because I think she was putting on a show for her husband. So that was her last cleaning too, right?
Yeah.
So I just knock them out like nothing, right?
Yeah.
So
how have I been around for almost 27 years? I don't know. I have no idea. I still ask myself that every day.
Hey everybody. Hey Dave, how are you? Amy, that Christmas cactus I cannot believe it's blooming again. It's really pretty.
Hi Dave.
So
do you have any logistics before we go into the next room? Anything?
It's not time yet, is it?
It's gonna be time. Yeah, it's 4:53.
Oh, well, I still
minutes.
have time. So logistics quickly before, because I got to ask someone here on Facebook Live because there's a spirit here. But please remember that StephenTheMedium.com. Go to my website because my class will be starting very, very soon, February 10th, and I'm really excited about it. And I also posted, Lisa, what the hell does that mean? Elix, you're a saint.
She's right.
Lisa, you must have typed something wrong. I don't know what you did, but I'm just kidding, Lisa. What was I saying? Talking about my website.
You posted something.
My
You're
show.
talking about the glitch with, I think.
No. I was posted about what I posted today about, the statement about how come my sister gets signs all the time and I get nothing. And I put that there because I know I brought this up before. That's the number one thing that I get from people is Elix. Really, seriously, Elix, keep him in check. Ashley,
Billy!
Ashley, your free reading, you know what? It's shrinking every time you say that. So by the time we get to whatever the time we have, you're gonna have about 30 seconds. And it's all gonna be consumed by Billy. I'm just telling you.
Okay, back to logistics.
So my class, which, as I've mentioned before, I'm really excited about. It starts February 10th, Monday night. It's remote. It's fantastic. But there's a lot of stuff going on. So I'm going to be doing a lot of different big venues that I'm setting up dates right now. But in addition, I'm going to be doing, which I've never done before, I'm going to do like an hour or so training on how to see signs. And what I'm going to do is people that register for it, I send the link so that we can do a Zoom call so that we can all see each other. And how wild is that going to be? Because it's the number one question I get, Stephen, how do I see signs? How do I see signs? How do I see signs? It's all I ever see. It's all I ever hear. Even when I'm doing, I posted that picture of the crow. And when we went into Walmart, this woman, a saleswoman at Walmart, that's where we were, was in the aisle, and Elix asked her something. No, Elix dropped something and couldn't pick it up, and she just looked at him, and then I came and picked it up, and Elix said, I'm sorry, I just had back surgery, I can't bend over. And she's like, oh, not a problem. So I picked it up, and then her mother and father came through, and, that was one of the things, like, how do you see signs? How do you see signs? People say that all the time to me. So I think it would be a really cool thing. And my CD that's on my website that you can purchase, too, for $9.99, which is an amazing CD, you can get it downloaded. Has a track that's specific for how to see signs, and I was really happy the way I put that together because it's not something that you hear in a lot of trainings. I've never even seen it, what I've put, and it's really amazing. The feedback that I've got, that people that if you take my class, you get the CD for free also. So people that have taken my previous classes have given me a lot of feedback. Last year in July, I did a venue in Attleboro, and the CD wasn't ready yet, but I told people that I would send them the CD, and the feedback was pretty incredible. So, Andrea, I would smell my dad's cigars all the time. I love that, Andrea. That's such a huge sign. And Andrea, just what you just said, you have to understand how wild that is and how amazing that is that you did smell that, because people, there's a huge population, the majority of people that say something like, oh, Andrea, you would be the sister that would get the signs. I would smell the smoke, and I get the other siblings or friends saying, why does Andrea get all these signs and I get nothing? So it's really great that you get that. So, hey, Donna Del Vecchio's in the house. Yeah, Jessica, I'm really excited about it, because I think it's so easy and such a quick twist, but it's really good. So, thank you, Donna. She loves me so much. So
Donna, you need to watch last week's show. There was a special mention about you.
There was, but you weren't here.
You weren't here.
No, I don't understand.
Go into the archives or YouTube.
Either.
Yeah.
Either.
Go to YouTube.
Yeah. But hello from Cranston. Hey, Linda. There's somebody here in Facebook Live, and they're telling me that someone is dying. Somebody is dying, and it feels like it's a woman, but I can't tell if it's a woman who's telling me in spirit. Even though no, it feels like it's a woman dying, and it's cancer. So somebody in here knows either a family or maybe even a friend or someone you work with, but this woman is it's terminal, and she doesn't have too much longer. It's connected to Larry, Linda. There's an L connection. Donna, you're in Memphis. Wow, you
I'm
get
jealous.
around. You get around. You're jealous to be in Memphis?
Well, yeah, Memphis is a fabulous city.
I've never been, so I'm sure it is. I have ladybugs in my house now. Ida, that's a huge spirit sign, ladybugs. But somebody let me know who this woman is that you're connected. My mom is Linda. So
Is she?
But
diagnosed?
Carol, it says Carol is somebody connected to you who is very sick, and I know it's a cancer. I can feel it's cancer because I can feel it through me. I don't know if it started like in the stomach or breast. I can't get that yet. But it's someone still here, I think, or just crossed. It's either one of the two, but it's really, really close. So,
Carol Weaver, you get answer us quickly.
Yes. Karen Macarone's in the house. What time? How long do we have?
Heidi, she dreamt about 2 people dying last night, 5 o'clock, so 5
Hey,
minutes.
Jess, you did, Heidi? Oh my God, I dreamt about 2 people dying last night.
My mom passed.
Of cancer. Carol, was that recent, or was that a long time ago? Tell me. I lived for a while. I didn't know that, Donna.
Ooh.
My brother's cancer just returned. Oh, 3 years. Carol, I don't know. It felt like it was really either they're still here or they just crossed. Give me something else. It's a dad giving this to me. So it's a dad in spirit. So let me see, Carol, is your father crossed? The message are a little delayed. They are? It was oh wow, Heidi, that is crazy. What's that noise?
It's me.
Oh. My best friend mom just passed from cancer. That's it, Carol. That's what it is. Okay, I got it. So, Carol, my best friend's mom just passed of cancer. It's your best friend's mom. That's who it is. Is her father crossed? Because there's
and her father is crossed. She just answered you.
Yes, he is. Oh my God, Carol. So this is for your friend. My dad. Yeah. Wow. So just Carol, just know that it's your friend's loved one stepping forward, just giving as a reference. I knew it was either happening or just happened, so not surprised. Hey, Carmen Garcia.
Carmen, where you from?
Yes, exactly. Hey, Marissa. How are you?
Well, 2-3 minutes.
I'm going to try to do a live really soon. I'll let you know. Maybe even tomorrow night, because I know when I go on to the radio show, I can't do this because you have to call in.
Well, you can call in.
Well, of course. I love 508-222-1320. Well, calling in's even better. You get to talk to me.
That's right. And soon we're going to have the cameras.
Yes,
so it's going to be a live podcast.
Which is really good, which I'm very excited about. But Carol, just know that was just a reference to your friend, Heidi, was 502.
3 minutes.
So we only have a couple of minutes left. So.
Long Island. Okay.
Carmen's in the house from Long Island. Ashley in 3 minutes. I love you guys.
Actually, we love you. We're gonna
and Heidi too. Heidi's giving me the update.
Actually, you guys have to do another group. We got to go back. So you're in charge this time. Put 10 people together. Come on.
No,
you can
12,
do it.
12.
12. Yes. That was too much fun.
Carmen's in New York, Long Island with me. She's Marissa, that's so cool. I love it.
Hey.
I love it.
That's awesome.
Carol, I know Plymouth, Mass. Denise, we love Plymouth. I have a very good friend who lives in Plymouth. Pat. Carol, my God, there's a lot of energy going on your best friend's side. That was the reference to her about crossing. So there were Carol. There were also questions. I don't know if this is on your best friend's mom's crossing, but they're showing me question marks on the crossing. I don't know if this was like they couldn't at the beginning couldn't figure out what was going on with her. So. Or this is something to do with you. I don't know if it's still your best friend or if it's someone else stepping forward, like dad or mom. I'm getting my hair done listening to you guys. That's the way it should be. Make sure you get your nails done too, Ashley. You got to look good. We got to move on because the show is going to be starting soon. So stick with us. Stay with us.
508-222-1320. Start calling.
Are you taking this?
No, you have to. I can barely get up. Oh my God, he forgets.
Here we go. Look at this.
Oh, there's the sign.
We were coming. Here's the studio. Here's the actual studio. We're here. Let me just get this all set up and you good? Coach Elix.
For more information.
My music's on.
I told him.
Yeah, this is never good when I'm still doing this without the headphones on and my music's on. Oh, baby. But we've got it covered. Good afternoon and welcome to Through the Static. This is Coach Elix with...
Hello, with Coach Elix. You said this is Coach Elix. Oh my God. Have you been drinking?
This is a carryover from how my show
I should have said with Stephen the Medium here. We're gonna switch roles.
Oh, I'm gonna have to run out to go to the little men's room because I'm laughing so hard. Listen, this happens all the time, and Elix can attest to it when I do readings. And normally, when we do Facebook Live, we're just chatting and talking about stuff. I still can't believe I just did that. But for this show, prior to the show on Facebook Live, I had someone coming through in spirit, so I started giving that message, and I was getting a validation from Carol, who was on Facebook Live listening. And listen, once spirit opens the gates and I start chatting, I'm lucky I even know how to walk, never mind who I am. So did I really just say this is Coach Elix?
Yes, you did. This is Coach Elix and then you look at me like, Coach, you just said this is Coach Elix. What am I supposed to say? So,
Oh my God, I need
with
help.
Coach Elix.
I
So
need
today
help.
will be the Coach Elix show. If you need any coaching, call 508-222-1320.
Listen, that just goes to show you how powerful spirit is and how they just take over my mind. And, I tell people all the time that they can make you switch what you're about to say. You think you're saying something and they switch it. And I was doing a reading once and I specifically went to say the number 28. And when I went to say 28, it just came out as 21. And I stopped myself and I was reading this husband and wife and just said, I don't know what just happened. All I know is that I meant to say 28 and 21 came out of nowhere. And then they let me know that their son had passed away. He was 21 and he died on the 21st. It was just wild. So, well, let's just go with it then. This is the Coach Elix show. So I'm the co-host, Stephen the Medium. So
That's right.
you should just do the show.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You can do the show.
I know I can.
Well,
Maybe I should talk to Jim. Jim, is there any another spot available? I'll take it. Anyone who needs coaching in business or life, I'm open for questions.
This was a
508.
doozy. This really was it's been what, a year and I don't know, what, a year and a half I've been doing the show, and that's never happened. I mean, some screwy things have happened, but I've never introduced myself as the wrong person.
But then again, living with you is just a really funny journey because
Oh, it is?
whether you have spirit or not, I
Well-
mean, you do come up with some doozy things.
That is
here and
true.
there, so
Yes, that is true. So, well, listen, welcome, good afternoon.
let's start all over again.
I know what it is.
What is it?
I know exactly what it is.
What is it?
What is it?
And I'm Mark, by the way. Hello.
If you said this is Mark, I would have peed my pants.
Just to make sure you know what's up here.
We need to rewind this.
I think you're so anxious about our new toy that we have.
That's what it
Here
is.
in the
That's what it
studio.
is. Well, it's not up and running for us yet, but I think that's it.
We're-
So Mark's in the house too. Mark's here too, and so I don't need to start over. But I am Stephen the Medium with Coach Elix next to me.
Well, thank you for having me today.
If this is how the show starts, can you imagine the rest of the show? And last week was like crazy. So this is just starting off just as nutty, I think. Right.
That's right.
So.
And we were just making fun of Ashley because usually when she's
Getting her
doing
hair
reading
done?
or getting her hair done, she's having a little cocktail here and there. So, Ashley, I don't know, you're a bad influence.
Oh boy! So let me just quickly thank Carol, because I was doing Facebook Live and Carol got a validation for somebody who crossed that was connected to her. So I thank you for that. She was just very, very strong, and the energy was really strong. It was very beautiful, and especially, which I never got to tell Carol, that the mom was just saying that she's at peace and she's very happy. So, which is very, very good. But just on administrative stuff, as a reminder, February 10th, my class starts, a very different mediumship class. I know there were some issues with signing on. Someone let me know that they went to, actually 2 people emailed me to say that when's my next class, because it's sold out and it's getting very close. I think there's 3 spots left.
But that was a glitch.
It was a glitch that, thank God they did tell me, because I wouldn't even have known. So that's all corrected. That's fixed, which is a great thing. But I'm so excited about doing that class. And if you are on Facebook or Instagram, I post each Wednesday about the show tonight. And I just happened to post a sentence of, why does my sister get all the signs and I get nothing? And the reason why I did that, and I know I've talked about signs here on the show before, but I wanted to bring that up or put that statement because it is I think it's the number one question I get when I do readings. After the readings, people say to me, Stephen, this exactly what I put in that sentence. You know, my brother gets signs all the time. My cousin gets signs all the time. I get nothing. I want to feel my mother. I want to feel my father. You know, is there, you know, any advice, anything that I can do? So there's a lot that can be done. And I have my first CD that Mark here helped me so diligently to get done, and it's wonderful. It's on my website that you can purchase it, and it's on stephenthemedium.com. But one of those tracks on the CD is just really focused or dedicated to figuring out how to get signs. And I had a discussion with Elix and just thought, you know what would be great is for me to do a one sort of shot deal, like a class, like an hour or so, but just focused on how to get signs, and do it via Zoom. So if you register, you can actually get the link, and we select a time and you come on, and you know, Zoom it's unlimited, so you can come in, we get to see each other, and you can ask questions, but at least I can really focus on what I put on that track 4 in my CD, which you really should get the CD, because it's something that I have not seen a lot in reference to other mediums or psychics saying how to really skill to get signs. So it's really exciting. So I'm going to put that soon, and I think that should be a really fun class. And that's what everyone wants to know. How do I get signs? How do I feel signs? And it is just a really quick little turn of the switch, and you can keep getting some amazing signs. You know what? And I don't think there's anything better than, say you lose your mom and you continuously get from her. When you're having those bad days, or whether you're having a great day, it just adds to the day, right? It's just to know that reminder that your mom's still here, because we forget, right? I mean, we physically, we don't see them anymore. So we forget that they're around, and we get sad. And a lot of times our sadness doesn't allow us to go to the place of, let me remember mom's still here. It kind of blocks you out, and all you focus in is the memories and the sadness that she's not here anymore. And to get signs, you know, when you least expect it, and to get a lot of signs, I mean, that's what people love and people want, right?
That's right. And I just want to, on a separate note, just do a shout out to David Magone, who just let us know that he signed up for your class, and he's a meditation guru who wants to enhance his ability to connect with spirit.
Right, which is great. And he was one of the 2 that reached out and said, when's the class next? It's filled. And so it's good. It's very good.
So if this speaks to you, don't be left out. You know, sign up for this amazing class. The
difference between just one class is night and day, and that comes from experience, because that's where I came from. Without even knowing I was a medium until a couple of years ago. So, you know, as an adult, finding out is very, very different than a little kid seeing spirit right from the get-go. And that wasn't me. I had no clue, no idea. So just if it happened to me, imagine how many people it's just sitting with, and it's dormant in one class. And that's why I designed this class, is to help people that may have a slight inkling that they're connected, but just don't know where to go with it, or want to hone in on it. So check out Stephen the Medium, and Mark is waving at me, which means we'll be right back.
Coach Elix in the house.
I was going to say, your English got so much better.
What is?
My goodness.
What's wrong?
Supposed to mean?
Wow, Mark
Steven,
Mark
Mark
just completely dissed Elix as a Puerto Rican. This is not good. I don't know. We may just have to have some kind of lawsuit.
We'll figure out.
We're gonna have to talk to management here. Yes. But I honestly, I don't even remember what it. So I went on and said good afternoon through the static. This is Coach Elix.
Yeah.
Here with. And then you just looked at me.
Yep, and with.
Could you tell my face? I had no idea I just said that.
Yeah, I'm like.
He's looking at me. We were looking at each
I was wondering why he was
other.
kind of smirking at me, like, you know, how normally I say this is Stephen the Medium sitting with Coach Elix. And I don't know. I mean, I'm losing it, I guess. But it's all spirit, seriously. Hey, Lorraine, how are you? Cheryl's watching and listening. Cheryl, how are you? So hopefully I'm going to get it together when we come back on, especially because I'm taking calls. So
You will get it together.
Remind people you're here next week.
Yes, I will. That's a good. Thank you, Mark. So are the lines filled?
Yes.
Lines are filled. So Elix, Ashley just put, "You sure did." So I know that's in reference to, in my mind, I just thought, I look good, right? And she's like, "You sure did," right? Even though that should be, "You sure do, you sure do." So Victoria Ladybug, I love your Facebook name, Victoria Ladybug. And ladybugs, whether, obviously you must love ladybugs or a connection, but ladybugs are such a spirit sign, Victoria. The spirit uses ladybugs all the time, and a lot of people don't know that. So, hey Gail, hey Ashley. I'm going to be doing a Facebook Live. This is a little bit different because I'm doing the show, and to get a reading, you've got to call in. But I'm going to be doing a separate Facebook Live like this so that I can do some more readings with people. I haven't done it in several weeks, so yeah, that's such a cool thing. Erica's in the house. How are you? And just I sure do. So hey Carolyn. So I'm gonna go back to the calls. This may be the last show on Facebook Live that you won't be able to hear the callers. Maybe not, but maybe by next week the cameras are going to be, they're all in. So we just need the thumbs up so that through Facebook you can go through the WARA Facebook. I'll share it out to this page and you'll actually be able to hear the calls, which is really the key, right? I had a lady bang late on me the other day. Oh my God, Tina, that is so spirit. You've got to try to tune in, even though I'm sure you know who it is, in spirit. I got to remember, who am I again? Stephen the Medium.
Or Coach Elix.
And welcome back to the Coach Elix radio show that we're all enjoying today.
You know, seriously, maybe that's a sign that, you know, maybe WARA needs another show about...
So what are you telling me? You're leaving me? All right, so listen, I'm taking applications for co-host right now. I think that would be a great thing because...
I mean, maybe it is. Maybe the universe is sending us a message.
Through me.
Mark, are you available to produce another show?
7? I was going to say
6 to 7. We'll just...
We absolutely could do that.
Yeah, and I'll be your co-host. How's that?
There we go.
That's a good
Hey,
switch.
we're all set. So we'll fill up another hour and we're good. We'll go from 3 to 7, right?
Yeah.
Between all three of us.
Yeah.
This is good.
I like it.
I'm on board. So let me go to the callers. Hi, this is Stephen. Who's this?
Hi, this is Ryan.
Ryan, how are you?
How are you?
Good, Ryan. So, Ryan, let's hope I'm better than the beginning of the show. I don't even know the title of my show or who the hell I am. Oops. I just said, can I say that? Can I say that? Heck I am. I meant to say who the heck I am, Ryan. Okay, so let me see what's going on with you. Wow. Ryan, there's a lot going on here with you. You know, I never know if Spirit's going to bring me and pull me to the which is the normal for me, the mediumship piece with your loved ones stepping forward, which there are, but also the psychic piece, meaning that the level, you know, what's going on in your life now. So Ryan, how do you connect to? They're showing me where I live, Rhode Island. How do you connect to Rhode Island? Perfect. So just know there's a connection. There was something that was going on that they just showed me. There's a grandmother stepping forward here. Is this, but it feels like it's on mom's side. So is this a great grandmother or a grandmother? Is your mom's mom? Okay, so mom's mom is crossed. So she's stepping forward to let you know that she's, wait a minute though, is your dad's mom crossed also? So it's going to be wow. I love when great grandmothers come through. So she's also stepping forward. But and there's a grandfather too. There's so let me focus because your mom's mom is yelling at me like I was first, and she wants to talk to her grandson. So oh wow, she's got so much, Ryan. I'm trying to slow her down. So okay, so she tells me that there's there's a birthday or an anniversary. Because when Spirit shows me, Ryan, a bouquet of flowers, it means that there's a birthday or an anniversary. However, this is a little bit different because your grandmother makes me feel, is there a graduation or something coming up in the next few months?
My brother is graduating.
Ah, perfect. So it's just a way that your grandmother's just letting you know that she's going to be there and she's going to be part of the celebration. She just said two. So are there two? What's do you have two siblings? Are there two boys? What's the two? Do you know?
I have a brother.
So it's just the two of you?
Yeah.
Okay, so no girls, just two boys.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just grandma just giving a reference to make sure you know it's her. She also, Ryan, gives me the name Elizabeth or an E. Edward. There's an E connection here that she gives me. Your mom is still here, correct?
Yeah.
Did you know how your mother fits into? It feels like Elizabeth is the middle name, or Liz, Elizabeth. Do you have any connection or know about an Elizabeth on your mom's side? Just make sure you keep it with you, Ryan. I could be wrong that it's not your mom's side. It could be dad's side, but you don't have like an Elizabeth or Liz that is part of your circle, like friends or.
Yeah, I don't think so.
All right, so just keep it with you. I didn't think it was friendship level. I felt like it was more on your yeah, because they keep showing me Betty, Elizabeth or Betty. So just next time you speak to your mom, just ask her about it.
Okay.
Because they want to give that as a validation. But getting back to your grandmother, who draws or paints?
I have cousins too.
But do they paint or draw? What is this? What is your grandmother showing me?
One of my cousins paints sometimes or draws. He's a really good drawer.
You know what? You may say that's so random. It's just that's what happens with these connections, and it's just a way to let you know that it's your grandmother's talking about the family. There's Ryan. Do you remember how a spelling bee or or English? Is someone connected to you? Your grandmother keeps giving me, it feels like it's spelling. And it almost makes me feel like someone when they were a kid in a spelling bee or someone studying English or grammar.
I was in a spelling bee.
Wow. So I know how wild or random that also is. It's because not all of us are in a spelling bee, but this was years ago.
Yes.
So just know it's a way that your grandma's just giving that as a very heartfelt validation. Also letting you know that they're watching, when you had that spelling bee, and it's just a way to say that they've been watching all this time. There's also a crystal or a rock that your grandmother talks about. I have no idea what she's talking about. Is there a connection with Plymouth to you guys? To you?
Yeah, we sometimes we went to
You mean this is like when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting how your grandmother's bringing me back to when you were young. Your father is here, living?
Yeah.
Because I just asked, and it's also someone coming from your father's side. Is your father's dad crossed?
Yes, he is.
So it's him and Jim, George, John. Who's the Ja?
Yeah, George.
Who's George?
George was my grandfather.
Oh, your dad's dad?
My mother's dad.
Oh wow! So just know that they're all popping in to let you know that they keep celebrating you, Ryan, in what you're doing or I just keep hearing that they want to give you a validation of being sort of very unique, but also just keeping with who you are, and they're just very very happy about that, and just meaning that you're just a strong young man, and that they want to make sure that you get that as a beautiful compliment. There's also a teacher, school, music teacher. When I get the alphabet, there's sometimes it could be someone taught when they were younger, and or someone who crossed was a teacher, but there's a teaching connection because I'm in school. Are you in school?
No.
I don't know where the teaching comes in, because when I try to push the alphabet away, it comes back, which means that they're giving a reference to teaching. There's a lot of pull to your mother, and your grandmother keeps talking about. Ryan, do you happen to know if someone that was living went through like cancer and then beat it?
My grandmother had cancer, but she did not beat it.
So she crossed from cancer?
Yeah.
This is not what she's talking about. She's talking about someone, just keep it with you, Ryan. She's talking about someone here that had like breast cancer or prostate cancer, but they beat it, or some kind of cancer, or leukemia, but they beat it. They didn't succumb to that. But it almost makes me feel like it's someone living. So there's also, where does Billy come in? William or Billy?
I'm not sure.
Okay, just, when they give me names too, Ryan, it could be middle name, it could be last name like Williams, but I hear Billy or William for you. So it's just a reference. It also could be somebody, again, that you may have to check with mom or dad. Just, it could be their grandparents. It's just something that they want to give as a validation. And the last thing I'm going to tell you, there's a dog in spirit.
That is right. My dog passed away.
Yeah, and he just keeps going back and forth and wants to give a wonderful validation that he's still with you. I don't know what the W is. Was he white?
It was a yellow lab.
I don't. No, it's back to the W name, Winnie, or there's a. Maybe not this dog, Ryan, even though your lab is with you, but there's a W name. Maybe it was even like maybe when you were a kid or your parents. Just keep the W name for an animal. Wimble or Whippy, or there's some. What was that?
The Fletch.
No. That's a stretch, Ryan. No, not Fletch. But it's a W. It's a W name because I keep getting the W, and I know it could also be some animal, a cat, a dog. I don't know. But just make sure. It also could be a nickname. Sometimes they give me letters that are like the breed, like if there was a Weimaraner or something like a W name. But just make sure you keep it with you. But the yellow lab just keeps thanking you, family, whomever. Just what a wonderful life, and just talks about it's his leg. I don't know what this is. His.
She had arthritis in her back leg.
Oh, so that's what she's giving as a reference. So I'm going to leave you with that, Ryan. So listen, thank you so much for calling.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, lots of love. Bye bye, and we'll be right back.
I have to make a confession.
Tell me.
Ryan is a personal friend of mine.
Is it really?
He is really?
I talk to him every single day. He's been dying to be on the show.
Really?
So I told him, call in about quarter of. He tried last week,
South Attleboro Village
but he
Lions as they
got in
celebrate
late
the
and he
tradition
got
of
caught
Christmas
in
at the
love.
Attleboro Public Library.
So-
There will be stories.
I love that. I don't know if you can hear Mark, that Ryan is a very good friend of
And
Mark's.
he hit the dog right on, his dog just passed away about
Read across
2
America
months
when
ago.
people
Wow.
They had to put her down.
This
Wow.
program focuses
And
on motivating
she had a
children
bad
to
leg,
participate
she had a
in
bad
events,
hip.
partnerships,
Wow.
He's crying right now. He's home crying.
Wow.
I'm telling
How do you know him?
Families of all ages
We
will
met
be
online.
February
He
29th
lives
from
here.
1 to 3
He's
p.m.
adopted.
in Attleboro Library's Balfour.
His mom and dad adopted him.
Wow.
So,
Wow. That's
I'll
Mark.
be talking to him online as soon as I get home. And he's gonna be like, oh my God, that was so.
I love the George, his grandfather.
Yeah,
That was pretty wild.
he was very, very close to his grandpa.
To George?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
they were like this. He had George had his grandfather owned a little shop that did lawnmowers, fixed
Wow.
lawnmowers.
Wow.
Oh, by the way,
I know Mark's just filling me in on Ryan because, as I mentioned, I didn't know this. I don't know Ryan, but Mark just didn't tell me that he's been wanting. Mark's friend Ryan has been wanting to call on the show, and I guess tried last week and couldn't get in because of the lines and whatnot. But and just is really. Mark said he's going to be very excited. I mean, Mark told me that when I said George, that was Ryan's grandfather that he was really, really close to. So the fact that his grandpa comes forward and actually gives his name is pretty wild, and his dog, who just crossed a couple of weeks ago. So it's pretty amazing. It's pretty wild.
he was the one I told you about that was on the Block Island Ferry.
Okay, I got it.
He's gonna be, he's looking for a job. in
Oh,
Boston.
Ryan's.
Hey, Bernie. Hey, Lisa.
Yeah.
Lisa, you're late. Where have you been?
He's
Lisa.
Facebook friends with both of us.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, here we go.
Steven.
What?
Ryan Sealays. He's Facebook friends with both of us.
Yeah.
He's now in Coach Helix mode.
And welcome back to Through the Static. That was an amazing call with Ryan. I could feel a lot of great energy. But let me go to the next caller. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this? Hey, Marissa. How are you? I'm doing well, and thank you for calling, and thank you for letting me do this, Marissa. So, Marissa, as soon as Marissa, wow. I'm getting information and I'm asking to clarify it because it's a little bit different the way I'm getting this particular sign, Marissa. So, is there a young girl, a young daughter you have? The reason why I just asked that, Marissa, is because there's a young girl, a young daughter, a young baby who is in spirit, and it's got to be very, very close to you. It's got to be either yourself or maybe a sibling or somebody who either lost a baby or something on that sort of design, because there's a little girl. And the wild thing when I do this is when people, when women have miscarriages and they don't know whether even it's at the beginning of the pregnancy and they don't know whether it's a boy or a girl, spirit will come through and tell me it was a girl, which is kind of wild when most people, when they have miscarriages, don't even know. So just know that there's a connection there, and there's a little girl that just keeps wanting to get validated. So I'm not really sure where she falls in, but Marissa, she keeps talking about don't everything happen the way it's supposed to happen. And it's sort of like, don't worry about it. So I'm just going to make sure you get that, because she wants to give us a validation. Robert or Richard, Ryan, who's the R connected to you? Hi, Mom.
Why is the oh my God?
Yeah, who? And who's Robin and Richard?
Wow.
Oh my God. And Mom's name is what? Hi, Diane. How are you? Wow, so I get two for the price of one. This is good. This is good. So is Diane, is your brother crossed? Wow. Oh my God. So Richard and Robert coming through. So I got to tell you, I don't know what their relationship. So Diane, so this is your Richard is your husband. Marissa, this is your dad. Wow. So Robert and Richard come through and they've got their arms. It looks like an old like when they were and just bear with me what I'm about to say, because it doesn't mean literally, but the way they show me the two of them is like when they were, high school age, and they got their arms around each other and they're in front of like a car or something, and it's a way to let you know that they're both together in spirit, whether there was any relationship or they knew each other, it doesn't matter. It's just a way that to let you know that they're both in such peace, and they're having a good time, and both battling because Diane, your husband, Marissa, your dad, keep saying he's better looking, and then Robert says, no, I'm better looking, and they keep going back and forth and back and forth. So they want to make you laugh, both of you, and just to let you know that they both just said to me that they're guardian angels for both of you. They're just always around you. They're always with you. And, I asked Ryan the call before about a crystal or a good luck charm or something. And they're pulling it forward, so it means that they want me to bring it up again. Let me start with this. Do either one of you have crystals or use crystals? This is Marissa talking? Oh, okay. No, I want to make sure. It's a wonderful way, Marissa, when Spirit brings up crystals, and even if you don't use them but you have them, it's just a way to let you know that a lot of energy emanates from those crystals. So if you happen to, not use them, or one day pick them up and you feel something, or you feel some energy being pulled towards where they are, like the area where they are, it's just a way to let you know that they're very powerful crystals. And I love the fact that you have them. But there's something that's round. I don't know. Diane, did your husband have coins? Did someone have coins? Oh, Marissa, who? Wow. So Grandpa. So just know that your grandfather, is this Mom's side? Wow. My God, Diane, everyone's coming out to greet you. It's wonderful. What Spirit does, and Marissa, thank you for giving me that validation. There's a call coming in. You want to get it? Hold on. Just kidding. I can hear. I can hear. Yep. My God, Marissa, I love you. I just love you. So let me. Yeah. I mean, I'd like to take that. Like, I couldn't hear it, and I'm that good of a medium, but I could hear it. So for both of you, it's just, Diane, wow, it's a way that your dad is letting you know, because what they do is they'll give a characteristic that they know. In this case, Marissa's and you are going to know about the coins, and it's a way to say it's Grandpa. But where's the mom figure come in for you, Diane? Because there's a mom energy that steps forward, and she's very interesting, your mother, as she steps forward. There's who's stubborn? All I can feel someone who believes in what they believe, and they are so stubborn. They just, whatever, you're not changing their mind. And so it's just a great way that your dad, your husband, is just giving that as a validation. Your father, I think, Marissa, Diane, your husband, just said, talk about the ring. What the ring? There's some. Oh my God. Of course, Diane, of course, it's a huge thing to do with it. It's giving a beautiful validation that you actually have his rings, and how happy he is that you have. Yes, you're Richard just said to me that, Diane, you were it for him. That's it. Like that, he said that this was like a high school sweetheart feeling of love. That this is that he just said to me, you tell my wife that I felt honored. Like how the heck did I even get her? That's how much he loves you and still loves you, Diane. Never mind Marissa, because he's going just off about how much he loves you. What a beautiful love that your husband and dad have or has, and that he just keeps also. Is there 3 kids? Why does he say 3? Oh, so he's giving a validation to let you know that he's watching every second of what they're doing, and giving Marissa, just letting you know that he's got this. He's watching them and he's protecting them, and just that man. Richard may have left the physical world, but I got to tell both of you, your dad and your husband has not gone anywhere. It's almost, I don't think I've ever seen this in spirit. It's when I see the transition, when the soul leaves the physical body and I can see the actual movement and I can see the white light, your husband and dad is like, did the express train to the white light and came right back. It's like, I'm here. Because he doesn't want to leave you. He wants to make sure that you know that he's here with you all the time and how much he loves you. And he keeps telling me, Diane, at nighttime, he just rubs your arm before you go to sleep. And it also says he's trying to help you with your sleep. I don't know if you wake up or... And he also says that Yeah, and he knows that, and he also says that one of you keeps seeing numbers, the sequence. Like, when you see 111, 222, 333, just make sure you know that's him. So, if it hasn't resonated with you, it's going to resonate now. And there's also flowers. Your husband keeps talking about, I don't know if this is sunflowers or daisies, but there's something that looks like white and yellow flowers. So keep it with you. Oh, Rose. There's Rose. Who's Rose? Who's Rose? Wait a minute, Diane, that's your mother? Wow. Oh my God. Someone yelled at me, like, do you not know what a flower looks like? Sunflower. It's a rose. So I just had to make sure I got that before I hung up. So all of them connected with you. And I don't know if this is both of you or one of you. I don't know. But I got to tell you, you two, and I feel like it's both of you, are really connected. You may say, I never get connections. I never get signs. It's the complete opposite. It's just you figuring out how to see those signs, because your husband, your dad throws signs at you it's almost like every minute. Your husband is out of control with signs, and he's got the best smile. I just keep seeing his smile, and he keeps saying, Stephen, I'm smiling because you're giving me you're giving them, my girls, this message. That's why I'm smiling, how much he loves you. So I'm going to leave you with that, okay?
Okay.
Oh, lots of love to both of you guys, and we'll be... I hope so. I would love that. I love it. So we'll be right back. You know what? When I do these readings and get like what I just said, Richard, Robert, it freaks me out when those two connections are two different spirits that are really connected. In this particular case, for Marissa and Diane, Richard being the dad and Robert being Diane's brother, who are both crossed. That's wild, right? I mean... That's
Brian's dog.
Oh, wow.
I'm talking to him now. He's freaked out.
I can't believe it. Wow, that's amazing.
He said that he couldn't believe that you...
The dog?
Yeah.
Wow, it's pretty wild. It's so wild. Hi guys, Chris from the Quad Cities, Illinois. I almost missed you guys. Quad Cities, Illinois is in the house. I love it. That's so cool. Rocco's in the house.
Across someone struggling with hunger.
I have a huge crystal my sister just gave me. Wow, I love that, Bernie.
Their age, the way they speak.
Every time you tune in, Bernie, there's something that the two of us get connected with.
Bernie, when are we gonna see you? Come on, we gotta see you. We miss you.
Mother who's in between jobs and sometimes goes to bed.
Oh, I can't call you. No,
I can't call you. Oh, you're in Alaska?
Why can't you?
L'Oreal, that is so wild. Yo, how come you can't?
Hi, Tennessee.
Tennessee's in the house too. L'Oreal, I love that name, L'Oreal. How pretty. L'Oreal, you also L'Oreal, the next time I do a Facebook Live, you're gonna have to tune in. You got a lot of connections, boy, L'Oreal. When I'm tuning into you, wow, that's pretty wild. I would love to chat with you. New York City. Carmen, we love New York City. We're due to go back to New York City also, hopefully soon. I love it. 30 seconds. This goes by fast. There's 2 calls?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I am going to do my best to get to both of them. Hey, Paula.
Bingo starts at 6 p.m. Prizes are awarded and proceeds.
Normally chat when I'm working.
Well, that's
here.
wild, though. I cannot believe that was
Yes,
Ryan.
it says. I didn't know.
here we go.
It says you don't take
Utah
calls
in
from
the
Alaska.
house, Tracy. Utah. That's so cool.
It says you don't take calls from Alaska. Why?
I don't take calls from
Why
L'Oreal.
is-
We're gonna have to
can we
talk.
find
I've
out
never heard of that.
why?
And Pennsylvania, Carol, I love
We
it.
can get a call from anywhere.
Carol, I must have tuned into you because I kept
We had
hearing
calls
Pennsylvania
from
before
foreign
I
countries.
tuned into Facebook Live. I gotta get on the show.
Yeah, we get calls from foreign countries, so.
Welcome back, and you know what? That's exactly what changes things is love. That's why I picked this theme song, is because that's all our loved ones do is come through with love. So let me go to the next caller. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this? Hey, Lisa, how are you? I'm good. This show's been crazy, Lisa, but it's good. So, it is? Yay! So welcome. Well, I wish I had something to send you. Maybe I'll just like pick Elix's like brand new jacket he hasn't worn, and I'll send it to you. How's that? Lisa's like, I would prefer a nice woman's. All right, so let me tune in here. So Lisa, let me ask you something to start off with before I even tell you who's stepping forward. Is there somebody connected to a business? Did someone think about or is thinking about doing a business or did a business, or is there a family business connected to you? The reason I've never got this in spirit, but I can hear fax machines going off, and I just said to whoever I'm talking to, why am I hearing faxes? And they said, just talk about a business. Is this a family business? Oh, so wow. So just giving a great validation to your husband and his business. This is a business though that he currently has? Okay. I love it. So it's just it's a way to give us a reference. Your husband's got a lot of spirit and a lot of energy on his side, because I can feel it, and they're automatically pulling me. And I know Lisa's like, my husband's not on the phone, I am. So give me my loved ones. Good. Even though your loved ones are here too. There's Anna, Amber, Anna, Anthony. Who's the A connection here? Alan. There's a first name, middle name. I almost want to say that it may be your husband's side. Al. Beth Ann. Who's Beth Ann? Oh, I love when, and I would tell people all the time, I don't know why Spirit gives me middle names, even though that's, I guess, maybe not a middle name, it's Beth Ann. It's just a way that it is letting me know that it really is your husband's side stepping forward. So this is a dad energy. Is your father-in-law crossed? So it's going to be then. Oh, it's your father. Okay, so it's your dad stepping forward. Your father just looked at me cockeyed like, she better tell it to say it's me. So stepping forward. So it's your dad letting you know that he's stepping forward. Your father's giving like accolades and just giving just thumbs up to your husband. He's just giving a very good, I mean, you would want that, right? You'd hope that, but he's just doing that. But your father's telling me, so there wasn't a business on your father's side? Okay, so I just want to make sure I'm still in the same place because they're talking about a business, and there was something like just keep this with you, Lisa. It's your loved ones. Your dad's talking about something that on your husband's side on the business that like there was just not a nice connection or client or something that wasn't the greatest. Why your father brings that up, and I don't know what your husband's business is, but why your father brings that up is just to say that he's watching and he knows what's going on. Again, just giving compliments to him. Your dad, I'm telling your dad to slow down because he's talking a lot. Your father just said, Lisa, there's a birthday or an anniversary. Something's really close. I love the dog. I love it. There's a bee. When I just said that, there's a bee dog. Bee name, bee breed. There's a like Boxer or Barry or bit. Oh my God! Oh my God! Well, everyone else is saying hi to Bentley, Lisa. Wow, that's so wild. So they're just giving a reference to letting you know that part of why Bentley's barking is also because he can sense spirits around because you're talking to me, and that's why Bentley is also got a little stuff going on. Oh my God, what did I just ask you before Bentley? I asked you something I don't remember. Do you remember? Oh my God! Lisa, I guess so. It must be. It's just spirit. Oh Lord! I know what your dad giving it to me. All right, so let me just. The birthday or the anniversary. That's what he's giving. And it also could be anniversary of death. But he's telling me there's something very close, and he's also telling me who's April. Okay, so just keep the April connection because he's telling me April. So that also could be like a wedding anniversary or some kind of anniversary or birthday, or again, it could also be a crossing anniversary. But he's just giving that as a validation. Why does he bring me to the outside of your house? Did you just paint or did you do something with the outside? What was that? No, that's the amazing thing about spirit. So it could be your house, it could be someone else's house, but he's talking about the outside of the house, and it's either he's talking about it being redone or painted. I don't. That's not the normal validation I get. I'm not really sure, but just make sure, Lisa, you keep it with you. It's on the outside. He keeps giving me, and I don't know. It's almost like I'm on the outside looking at the house. Maybe it was. Maybe that's why you looking at it before you moved or before you purchased it. I don't know. Unless there's something. Where does the yellow come in? Oh, so I got it. So that's what he's talking about. He's kind of giving me the look like, Stephen, get it together here. Just know, Lisa, he knows the move. He knows where you came from. That's what he's giving as a reference. He's always around you, and just said that he thanks you because I don't know if you talk to him or if you think about him a lot, but he's just giving it as a great validation. In November, he keeps giving me 1/1 November. So either the 11th of a month or there's twins. I know that's weird. That's my validation for twins, the 11th of a month or November. But there's something with that also he wants to make sure you get, okay?
Okay.
All right, Lisa. So I'm going to leave you with that, and you have a great night.
Thank you.
All right, lots of love. Bye-bye. Hi, this is Stephen. Who's this?
Denise?
Hi, Denise. How are you?
I am good. How about you?
I'm good also, Denise. So let me see what's going on here. When I pause this long in spirit stepping forward, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of I don't want to use the word. I mean, I'm going to use this word, but I don't want you to take it personally. There's chaos going on. There's chaos I keep getting, and I don't know if this is like just what's around you is chaotic, or there's just you. So if you get it, that's all that's giving as a validation. Trying. There's a guy, and I don't know if this is. There's more than one guy. You got a lot of guys around you, Denise. But I just keep feeling. I keep hearing that. Don't start this again. Meaning that I keep getting. This is a father figure. So father is your dad's crossed. A father figure just keeps saying, "Don't start this again. Don't." Well, you know what he just said to me? Don't second guess yourself. You know, a lot of people sometimes say to me, "No, I don't second guess myself." And then days later, I get an email. I second guess myself because a lot of times people just don't like. Yeah, well, yes, I mean a lot of people. If Spirit's bringing up, there's always a reason for it. And what your dad's saying, Denise, is stop doing that. I'm going to tell you something that he just showed me of me. There's times when I'm doing this work that I honestly feel like I didn't get this validation, or I didn't get that. And when I've meditated, Spirit has said to me, it's because you're still holding on. You're still holding on to what I call crap. You're holding on to, there's still a piece of you that is not, and I know this sounds weird, and at first I'm like, no, that's not true, and it was true, that there was a part of me that was still feeling like, is this real for me? Like, am I really connecting with Spirit? And that little tiny piece, even if it was like 0.5% of my body, was sort of screwing me up. Does that make sense? And that's what they're giving me for you. So however that works in your life, that's what your dad is giving as a validation. Like, you've got to, almost like you've got to do a body scan of really every iota, every cell of your body has to be on board with what you're doing. Because if it's not, you could move forward and be doing well, but you're not going to be in the place that you want to be in. You're not going to get to that place like you think in your mind you should be at this stage, or maybe even a goal that you want to get to. And I hope I'm making sense. That's.
Could this be a relationship?
What was that?
Could this be a relationship?
Relationship.
Oh, could it be about a relationship? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Of course. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, they haven't specifically said anything about, like, just about where you are in your life, but I don't know specifics. It's more important for your dad to talk about the principle of this and not the, like, well, this applies to your profession or relationships. It's just more about, because your father knows, Denise, that this affects everything, and everything that, when Spirit's giving something like being chaotic, or, not really, like, not, like it's almost like if you needed to just go with me here. If you needed to get off an island that was going to blow up, and you were getting on the boat, and but your foot is still hanging off, and the boat can't move until your foot gets completely, your whole body's on the boat, and for whatever reason your foot is not coming off. It's being dragged there for a reason, and the reason is within Denise. You're holding your foot there, and it feels like it's almost like the past. It's almost holding the past, and you got to let that go, because you are so far beyond that, and know where Denise is, and it's such a great place. So just make sure you listen to that advice, because it's coming directly from your dad. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Oh, Denise, thank you for calling, and lots of love. And the show is over. One biggie I forgot to say on Facebook Live is that we originally were going to LA next week, but we're not. We've postponed it. And so we're going to be back next Wednesday. So tune in next Wednesday. And for me, everything is under Stephen the Medium, my Facebook, my Instagram, YouTube, and for...
I was just going to say thank you for listening to the Coach Elix show. Appreciate it. You can find me at Coach Elix on Instagram, or Performance Coaching by Elix. That's my website.
Yes, and just a big shout out to my two girlfriends, Jeannie and Teresa, who better be listening. I'm just saying.
Hi, Jeannie. Hi, Teresa.
They just better be listening. So just wanted to give a big shout out to both of them, because they're amazing. So and for Mark, we will be back next week, and maybe the cameras will be up. So you got to tune in, because if they are, it's going to be a whole different scene, right? All right. So have a great night, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you for